Today was pretty outstanding. I was sitting here thinking about some ways in which I could lean into my business and spend some time like building my company and pushing it forward. I'm in a position to where I have been able to create infrastructures and build foundational things for small businesses and brands and bring them from a place of obscurity to marketability. And one thing that I have learned is that once those foundational things are reached, consistent, and acknowledged, that it then opens up the clients to a new level of partnership. And when you reach that new level of partnership, the origin story doesn't always transfer up with the new level. And so all of a sudden at the new level, there's more willingness, there's more partnership capabilities, and then all of a sudden the foundational things that got you there, the steps, the time, the hours, the building, the patience, the failures, the wins, they're no longer a part of the origin story. And for someone who has been, like, for lack of a better term, a midwife, an advocate for the beginner, it sometimes saddens me a bit when the beginner lose sight of the origin story and they don't want the origin story. Well, they'll tell the origin story, but they won't acknowledge the person who helped them build at that level. So a lot of times the new level is not inclusive of the folks that help build the foundation. Saying all that to say is, like, I never want to be that person that forgets who helped me be there. Like, this year is a milestone year for me. This year I turned 50. And for my birthday, I don't get the benefit of calling my grandparents and letting them dote on me that they've got a 50-year-old granddaughter, right? I don't have the benefit of even my mother or father being here to celebrate it. But the thing that I want to do is, like, I want to celebrate it with people who have really helped create the faith that you know today. Like, when I think about the women in my life that have been instrumental to who I am as an adult, like, I think about my homeroom teacher. I think about my music teacher, who is, like another mother to me. I think about Miss Coleman. I think about Elmer Davis. Like, I think about all these people that have impacted my life in such a way that it caused me to dream. It caused me to push outside what I knew from church and to really build towards something greater. And naturally, I think about my mom and dad. Like, everything I do, they're in my purview. I think about not only who helped shape me, but I also think about the people that I want to influence, like my niece. And she's one. And I'm like, what kind of legacy am I going to leave for her? Maybe I'll leave the legacy of these good genes, because nobody believes I'm 50 or going to be 50. But in any case, for my 50th birthday, I'm thinking that I want to do something significant. I wish I had the capacity to financially just, oh my gosh, if I could give every person in my life money or pay off a bill, or man, what I wouldn't give to be able to do that for my 50th, just to go back and say thank you 50 times. I mean, that's the type of heart that I have. But anyway, but what I can do for now, which is in my reach, is I really want to spend time with the women and the people that have got me to this place, to let them know that you're not forgotten, that the seed you planted grew, and it is deeply rooted in me. So I'm trying to figure out like what that looks like for myself. Secondly, I'm wanting to have a little bit of fun. I don't get to have fun all the time. One thing I wanted to do is there is a florist here that has these classes on how to make arrangements. So I want to set up a class, invite my girlfriends to participate in that with me, because I know my guy friends are like, Faith, get away from me with that. So I want to do that, and I just want to figure out like what that looks like, for me. So then secondly, and hold on guys, because on my balcony there's a bird, and it's looking at me right now. Okay. I'm just like, it just landed on my balcony. That's crazy. The reason why that's crazy to me, pause, and a whole nother story. When my father passed away, the same type of bird, I took a picture of the bird, and the bird was called a mourning dove. Not the white dove that you know, but the mourning dove was a dove that would come when comfort is needed. And every day this bird came. Not only did it set up residence by watching me from the balcony, it had a nest in the light fixture, which there's a sconce outside my door right here. For my balcony light, it set up its nest, and it had babies. So when my father passed away, during my whole grief time frame, these birds would come, and they weren't afraid of me. They would nurture their eggs, and when it was time for them to fly away, it literally felt like my father was just like watching me until it was okay. And the symbolism in that was for me to go home. And I moved home to take care of my mom. And unfortunately, as the Lord would have it, she would leave 1 year later after his passing. Isn't that crazy? And there was a lot of symbolism that happened that told me you need to go home. And I thought I was like, why is there a bird? This same bird. Is it the same bird? And then I stepped outside. The bird would not leave. Saying all that to say, when my parents were living, they lived in a house that had an enclosed porch, and they had a bird feeder out, 2 bird feeders, and they would watch the birds. So birds were always like welcome in the house. They didn't shoo birds away, which is why I'm not afraid of birds. And yeah, so wow, that just happened. So that made me feel like today is a special day for me. Like I'm right where I'm supposed to be today. Okay, fast forward. Okay, so this morning, guys, going to a whole nother topic. This morning, I woke up, and currently it is March the 28th, 2026. April 10th, I'm scheduled to go on tour. I'm going on tour with David and Tamara, and they are launching the Love and Relationship Tour. Okay, are you with me? Follow. So the Love and Relationship Tour is happening. I am one of the managers on this tour. There will be a tour manager, but there are elements of the tour that I will manage. I will manage all of the special guests. There are a set of special guests that will be in each city, and I will also manage all of the sponsorship activations, as well as David and Tamala. Of course, there are more elements like the band and the singers, the crew, the backline, the tech elements and stuff. That is not under my leadership. That is under tour management's leadership. But all things talent, as well as strategic partnerships that help us get on the road, that's my wheelhouse. Okay, and then some part of the design, creative, I'm influencing that, but ultimately we're carrying out the vision of David and Tam. Okay, copy. All right, so this tour starts April 10th, wraps May 3rd. After May 3rd is Mother's Day weekend and all of the things. We get back into somewhat of a normal schedule. But what tends to happen is that as we build and grow the David and Tamala brand, it starts getting visibility of new people that are coming into their atmosphere. Some know them through film and television, and others know them through their history with gospel music. Some don't know them at all. And so we encounter new people. Those new people, we find out that they are connected to certain brands. We get exposed, and then we start developing partnership, right? So for me, while tour has its dates, April 10th through May 3rd, I've been working on this tour since last year, right? So the tour itself is the offspring of the work that has been done prior. So for me, I've been living in the love and relationship tour land for over 6 months. And at some point, I have to pivot so that I can live in 10 Child Inc. land, so that the company stays afloat, that people don't forget that I exist, the services that are provided, all of that. You know, that's a very real thing. So as a part of 10 Child Inc. and the role that I play in the community, I'm a mentor through the Duke Paul Quinn mentorship program, and I'm also a mentor through Grammy U. Through my connection through the Recording Academy. And the Recording Academy has several programs. The Grammys is probably the most famous thing, but the Grammys is an award show that is a fundraiser that funds all of the initiatives through the Recording Academy. And some of you know them, like Music Cares, the Grammy U, the advocacy programs, things of that nature, right? So again, as a result of Faith Anderson, 10 Child Inc.'s imprint in the community, I have to keep those things afloat, have to nurture those things. I have to keep those relationships, keep my, my licenses, my memberships active in those spaces. And, I got to show up. So saying all that to say, I've been in love and relationship land, and this morning I woke up exhausted. I was just like, I need a break. I need a break. Lord, I don't feel like it, but I knew it was on my calendar to show up. My mentee, Ramaya, I'm so impressed with her. She is, through the Duke and Paul Quinn partnership mentorship program, I'm just so impressed with her. She is something else. And my Grammy U mentee, Janie, I'm so impressed with her too, because she's pre-law. And just to be so young and to be so focused and to be to be so intentional about your career path. I wish I had that level of focus. And maybe they're just trying to impress me, but maybe they for real. Um Either way, I am impressed with them. But because I spent time with Ramaya, I will talk about Ramaya today. Um she's somebody that's very focused. She's from New Orleans. She's the prettiest thing you ever want to see. And she is appreciative. The words that she spoke today, I was like, she had a chance to introduce me to other mentors, just to explain what our relationship and dynamic is like. And y'all, she spoke so highly of our relationship to where I literally thought that I was listening to her speak about my mom. The type of words that she had to say were words that I've heard women say about my mother and their relationship. You know, like students that, because my mom taught in the Tulsa public school system for 44, nearly 44 years. Yeah, before I was even living, my mom was a teacher. And the students that would come back to honor my mom, that's what I felt like today. Because I've seen students come back and say, I love your mother. Your mother changed my life. Your mother did da 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 da. But Ramaya, she spoke so highly of our relationship and what she valued about our relationship. I literally could have cried, and it could have been an ugly cry. But it was so sweet, and it made me feel so good that I pressed through. And I kept my word and I showed up for her today because she was counting on my presence. She was counting on being represented in the flesh. And I was so grateful that I didn't miss the opportunity. Now, mind you, they have an understanding that our lives are busy. To be a mentor is not easy. To be cognizant that, hey, if you call us and we don't call back, be mindful that, we are in our careers. You are aspiring to be in our careers, but we in it. But I was just so grateful that I showed up, because the way her appreciation and heart just leaped out through her words, it made me feel like I did what I was supposed to do. That God had put me in a position. I didn't ignore the calling, and I showed up for it. And it made me feel so good. I was like, wow, I'm in a very unique situation. I have clients in LA. I renewed my commitment to myself and said, Faith, you gotta stay focused, because time is ticking. You know what I'm saying? Time is moving on. And before you know it, it's 5 years down the line, and I'm 55. And I'm 10 years from the retirement age at that point. And am I where I want to be to comfortably retire? And I hope to come back to this message one day, and have a proper response for that. To say that I worked hard, I did what I was supposed to do, and now I can live knowing that I've had an impact, and that my work was not in vain. So I know I started this vlog off with me just having some thoughts about who I am, my effect on change, the people that I've had the pleasure of influences, some disappointments that you do a lot of work at the bottom level, and you hope to grow as people grow, but they don't always see you as a partner in growth. They see you as a partner in getting prepared. But then the next level, they may not see you going to the next level with them. So you have to be okay with that. You got to have thick skin. You got to be able to, kind of move forward and continue to build, because your calling is not to one person. At least I know for me, my calling is not to just one person. It's not to one vision. I know my calling is for me. What I dream about, what I think about has a global effect. You know what I'm saying? It has a global effect. And he has given me skills. He's given me creativity so that the faith effect is at work. You know, even when you don't see me, my influence in the projects and things, it's there. So I want to leave you with two things that I learned today. So the two things that that is resonating in my spirit today was to recognize that you're always communicating, even in silence, when you don't communicate, when you don't respond to a text, when you don't. And this is something I'm recently reminded of. The thing that you wear, an expression on your face, maybe the car that you drive. You're always communicating, and if you know that you're always communicating, be mindful of that communication. Be mindful that things can be ill perceived. You know, be mindful that even when you want to affect change, create change, and I could be talking about a change in mindset, or if you're trying to introduce something new, and if you wanted to get a consumer to buy into it, if you show up looking like you just walked out of bed, what are you communicating? You're not communicating excitement about that product. You're not communicating that this product in your life is going to give you energy, is going to change the course of your day, is going to inspire you. No, that's not what you're communicating. You look like you need some product and it ain't the one that you got in your hand. So you got to be mindful of what you're communicating. So that was key for me to really, if I'm going to sit in a CEO seat and present my brand, that even when I'm not saying a word about my brand, I'm communicating my brand with my presence, with my look, with my my aesthetic, with my timeliness, you know, with my passion. I'm communicating. So that's first thing I learned today. Second thing I've learned is in the context of a mentee-mentor relationship, a mentee today said that they think of their mentor-mentee relationship like a trampoline. The harder you push, the higher they rise. Listen, you can apply that to so many different things, you know, so many parallels, like a coach and a student, a coach and an athlete, a teacher-student, a parent-child relationship, and certainly a mentor-mentee relationship. And that means that the mentee has submitted themselves to receive that pressure that builds diamonds, because they believe the end result is a higher level of thinking, a higher place in life, financial freedom, compared to the current state that they're in. You get what I'm saying? Like, today was really a great day for me to interact with people, to step outside of the business bubble that I've been in, and to really just reflect and be cognizant of what I'm communicating, even when I'm not speaking, and how to align myself, not only with me as a mentor, because while I may be mentoring folks, I do align myself with mentors as well, so that they can push me. And because I do want to go higher. I don't want to work this hard for the rest of my life. But honestly, I have built a muscle to be a hard worker. And I've been working hard for a long time. And I'm proud of myself, because not only do I work hard for myself, but I worked hard for my parents, and I made them proud, even until their last breath. And I'm grateful that the life that I have led allowed me to step up for them, to be with them, to honor them with my own very life, my resources, my money, my time, and my actual presence. I'm proud of myself for that. And because they taught me the word of God, I believe that I am in the reaping and from sowing through my service to them. The word says, honor your father and parents, honor your father and mother, that your days may be long upon the earth. And I don't believe that my days being here any extended amount of time is the heart of that scripture, but it is for me to be able to live and thrive while I'm here. I believe that honoring them is essentially honoring God. I was assigned to them at birth as well as in death. So I'm just grateful that not only myself, but my family, my siblings, that we had the opportunity to give back to our parents, and to be loved by them before they left here. They knew they were loved, they knew they were valued, and they knew that we were going to miss them. But we also ultimately knew that they were working to see Jesus at the end of the day. They didn't spend all their lives working just to hang out with us. The goal was always to be with the Lord. Okay. So, anywho, I'm just happy. Today, just the course of my day changed with an encounter with my mentee. And I'm just really, really glad that I got to spend that time with Romaya, with the students at Paul Quinn, with the other mentors at Duke. And I am now at home, and I'm going to get to work on some stuff. But I just had to stop and lean into myself. This message that I'm recording right now, this is me saying, I'm going to share my life, It starts with me sharing my life. This doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be overproduced, because I'm a perfectionist and I would disqualify my content because it's not, it's the imposter syndrome. You know what I'm saying? That rises up to say, people don't want to hear from you. They don't want to know don't bore the people by oversharing. But I think it starts with me realizing that I add value to every situation that I connect myself to. When I follow God into certain partnerships and scenarios that He has created for me, there's a reason why I'm there. And the things that I learn could be of value to someone who is walking a similar path. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, and even subscribing to my channel. I promise I'm going to do more things like this, and I hope that it's beneficial. I hope that you'll give me feedback, and honestly, if there's anything you want my help on, I'd love for you to just mention it in the comments and help influence what this content looks like. I'm open to it, and I look forward to sharing more. So anyway, thank y'all for listening. I hope I wasn't too all over the place with my content, but today is a good day. I got a lot of compliments on my hat. A lot of people felt like my hat was, pretty fly. The kids at the school, I played an icebreaker game with them. I asked them to guess my age. Everybody thinks I'm 32 tops. Okay? Nobody thought that I was 19 or anything, but the youngest age that I was assigned was 28. And this was a room of about maybe 10 to 15 people. and the highest age was 32. Listen, I'm winning all day. You know what I'm saying? I got inspired by the kids. I got a word from the Lord. I'm re-energized. You know, even the adults in the room, and I'm just like, y'all don't see this gray hair? Saints and friends, y'all don't see this gray hair? They do not believe that your girl just turned 49 in December. I haven't even been 49 6 months yet, and the people do not believe it. And I'm okay with that. So anyway, again, my heart is full, and I'm so happy that I got a visit from a mourning dove today. And I don't know, it's a beautiful day. So I'll be back again, me and my little fly hat. You know, I might have to go get me some more now that I'm found me a nice little angle that I like over here. And you may see me here on my couch anymore. Hopefully it ain't. Look, hope y'all see my desk over there. It's hopefully that don't offend nobody. There's a lot going on over there. But and take a look. Here's another plant that I have. See, my little African violet. And I feel like one of them, because you're supposed to put it in direct sunlight, and like I told y'all, I was gone away for a while, and so I feel like it might be a little dry. It might need a little sun in the Holy Ghost. Y'all pray for my plants. I want them to live, but I don't know, sometimes maybe it's outgrowing this, because I've had her since December. This was a birthday gift. So anywho, y'all pray for African Violet. If y'all want to name her, go ahead and, you know, I'm actually creating a thumbnail right now. Okay, I quit. All right, y'all pray for my plants, and you know, we'll be in touch.